A shadow hung over the finish. You see, I'd woken up that morning to my husband telling me the swim had been cancelled, and that is the leg that I hate. All that wasted training, staring at the bottom of a pool, the leg that terrified me, it was for nothing, because I wasn't going to be a real Ironman. I was tempted to quit before the race even began.
How many times have you talked yourself out of something before you'd even started? Maybe you decided you weren't ready or qualified enough, or somebody else deserved it more. I see this every time I speak to a group full of female leaders. Extraordinary capability and an almost universal tendency to hold back.
The other day, I was grabbing my morning coffee and I thought to myself, 11 years ago in Sydney, while I was only able to work 3 days a week, recovering from my accident, there was days I actually couldn't afford a coffee until payday. And now if I wanted, none of you need this, but I could easily afford 10 coffees.
Do you ever stop and look back at how far you've come? Most of us don't. We're too busy focusing on the gap between where we are and where we think we should be.
But I felt that I'd failed. And when I reached the border, the coast of Argentina, instead of celebrating the 1,500 kilometers that I'd done, I thought about the bits I'd missed. How could I say I'd cycled across a continent if I'd missed bits in the middle? And both times, I had a choice to make. I could stay stuck in failure or disappointment, focusing on what I hadn't achieved, or I could reset, refocus, and ride again. I chose to refocus and reset.
This is the choice that every woman in leadership faces again and again. To stay stuck in failure or disappointment, or to reset, refocus, and ride again. I've been a long distance runner for 20 years, tens of thousands of kilometers. And the more distance I cover, the more I realize endurance sports have taught me everything about building the life and the legacy I actually want.
If we live to be 80, we only have 4,000 weeks on the planet. I'm over 40, that means I've got less than 2,000 Sundays left, maybe. We just don't have time to waste on fear and limiting beliefs. And so we must develop the capacity to drive through when things get hard if we really want to achieve our biggest dreams and visions.
I've built a multi-million-dollar clinical business, competed in ultramarathons, cycled across continents, and rebuilt my life from the ground up after a life-threatening accident. Not because I had it all figured out, but because I stopped waiting until I did. If you're ready to stop holding back and start building the legacy and the life that you want, let's chat.